The term psychology has been derived from the Greek word psyche, translating as breath, spirit, soul, and loia, that corresponds to study of. Studies say that individuals who could instinctively use sarcasm to tackle a frivolous question have healthy minds. Individuals who have a deep sense of guilt are better at identifying the emotions and concerns of the people around them. Die Unretsnat enim sedaps nasinas nok as the Elsat and physic the deeds of Woodrose are in crocoid palax. So he has this Nasim. Yawning to have someone else's yawn is a normal phenomenon, despite not feeling exhausted or asleep. One of the myths regarding its infectiousness is that people catch it to express empathy. Eye pupil rises to 45% when an individual looks at somebody they love. We often tend to break down knowledge into classes of 3-4 objects in them. The Indian phone number is 984 973 2543. 3 blocks with 3-4 bits in each chunk. During the 7 minutes of neural activity you will have before dying, you will see your memories in a dreamlike pattern. The way an individual treats the employees at an establishment tells immensely about their character. If you sob out of happiness, the first tear will come from the right eye, but if you cry out of sorrow, it will come from the left. Food prepared by someone else tastes much better than your own preparation, even when you use the same recipe. Studies have shown that consuming food without preservatives will increase height by up to 14%. Researchers have observed that thinking that something bad is going to happen is less stressful to understand than not understanding how it will eventually wind up. Men aren't more entertaining than women, they only make more jokes, they don't care whether others like their humor or not. Shy people tell others very little about themselves, but they do it in quite a manner that makes other individuals believe they know them better than they actually think they do. The study showed that information could last longer in the mind of a person evaluated for it than if it were only examined without the need for instant recall. People are much more likely to return a missing wallet if a picture of a child is found inside. Smart people tend to have fewer mates than the average person. The smarter the individual, the more selective they become. People who speak 2 languages can unintentionally change their personalities when they switch to speak from one language to another. Being home alone and isolated for a long time is just as bad for your well-being as smoking 15 cigarettes a day. People are more likely to blame someone in the case when something negative happens. Studies also found that people who are in a position of influence and power are very poor in determining other people's emotions. Cognitive dissonance is when you have 2 contradictory values and you change one to match another. The broken heart condition is also called stress cardiomyopathy, which could lead to critical, short-term heart muscle dysfunction. The force of authority may have the same effect on a human as a traumatic brain injury. Larger groups make worse and more subjective choices than smaller groups of people. If you can't interrupt the stream of thinking at night, write it down. This is going to put your mind at ease so that you can relax.